Now we're going to talk about the rest of the skeletal system, which is really the appendicular part of the skeleton. And this is made up of the forelimbs, the hind limbs, and the two girdles, the pectoral and pelvic girdle. If we look at the pectoral girdle just here, we've got a typical scapula, and we've got a coracoid, which is rather hard to see down here. And these bones are not fused onto the vertebra in any way. They'll be held in position by muscles. And then we've got the forelimb, which is made up of our typical bones. We've got the humerus, we've got an ulnar and radius, we've got carpals, metacarpals, and then finally we've got the digits, the phalanges, and usually there's claws on the end. There should be 5 digits, but this specimen is a little bit broken up, so it's hard to see the digits. If we move now to the hind end of the skeleton, we are going to be looking at the pelvic girdle. So back here we've got the pelvic girdle, and you can see we talked about the sacral vertebra earlier. The sacral vertebra are fused very firmly onto the pelvic girdle. Okay? And this is partly because the hind limbs are the large, powerful limbs which really move the animal along. And there are the typical 3 parts that you'd find, the ilium, the ischium, and the pubis. Then when we look at the legs, we've got very large bone just here, which is going to be the femur. And then down here, if we move down to the other 2 bones, we've got the tibia and the fibula. And then we've got the tarsals, metatarsals, and phalanges. And this time we've only got 4 digits. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, whereas in the forelimb we had 5. The other unusual feature that you find in some reptiles is the joint that you're going to find here within these bones called the tarsals. And we have a special joint here, an unusual joint, which is between 2 of the tarsals. One is called the astragalus, and it has a little peg which fits into another bone called the calcaneum. This allows the foot to be twisted forwards, and the legs can then move underneath the body. There's quite a bit of ankle rotation, and this allows the crocodile to have, or the alligator, to have that erect kind of stance that they sometimes have, which is sometimes known as a kind of crocodile high walk.